I'm currently sat in the Isuzu D-Max, but I am in the utility variant, and that is effectively what you could class as farmer spec. So you don't have any of the fancy V-Cross stuff that you get, so there's no nice paint options. I don't have leather seats. I don't have like a different kind of body style as it would be, so they have the nice updated grills and everything, all the fancy paints, nicer arches, everything like that. But what I do have is basically a bare bones truck, and anyone who knows anything about trucks or lives in the countryside, you will have seen these absolutely everywhere, and if you haven't been looking for them, chances are you've still seen them anyway, because living in mid Wales, these things are everywhere, as I've said before. And I'm quite curious as to find out why. I know they are, from what I've heard, they're very, very reliable. They're very tough, so you can kind of abuse them, and most farmers tend to abuse their trucks, dare I say it. But I want to see what it's like from a driving perspective. So someone who doesn't need a truck for commercial work, who just wants something that's an exceptionally practical vehicle to own. I mean, I absolutely love trucks. I don't own one, but I want to, and I think they're just incredible. The fact that you can get every single piece of furniture, all of your family, all of your dogs in a single vehicle is brilliant. So I'm going to see what this is like on the road, see how fast it is, should we say, and ultimately just see what it's like to drive and to live with for a very, very short period of time. So instantly, the first thing you notice is that diesel engine. It's a 1.9 litre unit. It has about 167 horsepower, and this is mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. When I say the first thing you notice is the engine, it's quite loud. It's very commercial. So the one thing I will say about the previous Isuzus, the previous D-Maxes, is they were exceptionally agricultural. They were built to do one job and do it well, and they did. So with this, it's somewhat similar to the previous generations. It's a little bit more relaxed, so that engine is nowhere near as noisy as it is in the previous ones. The suspension as well, it feels a bit softer, a bit nicer, a bit easier on your back. And that's surprising, considering that this is effectively, the commercial variant. It is like driving a truck. I can see everything. I'm very high up, and I've lost my GoPro. Shit. Bollocks. So let's talk about that engine. So as we said, 1.9, 167 horsepower. It's not a massive amount, but again, this is a truck, so that's not really an issue. It drives well. It drives quite nice. Not as wallowy as you expect it to be from a truck, because trucks are notoriously bouncy because of their suspension setup. Designed to take heavy loads in the back, tow a load of things at once, and that's what trucks do. And this is no different. It will do all of that and do it really well. So we're just going to see what the engine's like. It pulls quite well, that 167 horsepower. You can feel, obviously being a big diesel engine, or a fairly big diesel engine, it has a decent amount of torque as well. So simply just putting your foot down, giving it a squirt. Yeah, the gearbox is fairly lazy, as you'd expect it to be, but it has enough pick up and go if you need to get out of trouble quickly. What's also surprising about this, and bear in mind, this is their entry-level grade truck, so it's no frills. It's purely for the commercial aspect and the commercial sector. I've got lane keep assist, I've got radar cruise control, and I've got various modes on my on the steering wheel here. So you have your cruise control, the standard, then you've got your speed limiter, and speed limiters are really, really useful, especially now that Wales have brought in the stupid 20-mile-an-hour speed limits. You don't have any fancy climate control or anything like that, just a normal temperature gauge, which is, it's fine. Most people would probably just whack it on a certain thing and leave it. Handling wise, it's not direct because it's a truck and it keeps binging at me. I do apologize for that. But it drives nicely. I can understand why these sell so well. It's such an easy drive, and it's comfortable. My arse isn't sore, my back isn't sore. The ride is you know, the ride is more than acceptable for a truck, and it's good. I can see everything, got very, very decent visibility. Whilst it is big and it's large, you don't really get that sensation that you're driving a small house. You just feel like you're driving just quite a large car. Thankfully, it's got an excellent turning circle as well. That engine is quite noisy. It is quite diesel and quite commercial, but it's fine. You know, it's a big pickup. It's not quite as refined as the 2.2 units in the SsangYongs or the 3-litre V6 in the Ford Ranger and the new VW Amarok, but you know, it's fine. It's more than enough to deal with. These also look really cool, and they also have the Arctic Expeditions one, so the AT35. That's the big jacked up one, big off-road tyres, wide body kit, everything that makes it look awesome and is designed to be exceptionally good off-road. You know, it's designed to go across the Arctic, and I have one of those coming later this year, which is good, so I get a nice review on that. Stop binging at me. But I like it. I am pleasantly surprised, considering this is the utility, which is, you know, the complete base spec farm vehicle type one. It's actually pretty decent. It's all right. You know, it's got enough kit in it really for what you'd want. Obviously, being me, I would option the V-Cross and get the nice fancy stuff and make it a bit more comfortable. But this is cool. I like driving it. Stop binging at me. But yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's very easy to drive. It's easy to get on with. You just get in and go. This gearbox is really nice as well. It doesn't seem to hunt for the gears. It's very smooth. You don't get any juddering or anything. The brakes are decent as well. All round, it's like driving just a big car. Nice one, Isuzu. It's good. Very good. It's so good that it made me lose my GoPro, which is a bit annoying, so I'll have to find that. But if I have found it, then this is what the footage looked like, and this is what happened when it fell off. And if I haven't found it, that's annoying. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Autohouse, and this has been the Isuzu D-Max Utility, which, as it turns out, base spec, pretty decent. I like it.